Yeah, Mike. Join me as I say farewell to one of the best Nuggets in franchise history. You're watching CS 105.1, where I talk about sports with good vibes. Let's get it. How's it going, everyone, and welcome. I'm CS Chandler here for another take of Nuggets basketball. So today was the day. Michael Porter Jr. no longer a Nugget. He is now officially net, headed to Brooklyn. I don't know if he's already in Brooklyn or not. I haven't really posted anything about it, but we do know Cam Johnson is in Denver. And I don't want this show to be, this episode to be a lot of negative stuff about Mike. And really, I don't want to talk about Cam Johnson just yet, because there's going to be plenty of time to be hateful or joyful against Cam Johnson this next season. Hopefully more joyful than hateful, but you know how Nuggets Nation can be, but we'll stay on the positive. And right now, all we have are hopes and expectations for Cam Johnson. We have nothing more than that. We don't really know exactly how he's going to fit in the roster right now, in the starting lineup. We do, again, have expectations and hopes, but we don't have clear evidence of actually how he's going to fit. We know what he can do on other teams, the Nets and the Suns, but other than that, we don't really know a lot. So I'll save Cam Johnson for next season, or at least maybe the preseason when we actually start to see him play with the guys. But for now, I want to stick more towards MPJ. But before I get to MPJ, we do have some kind of grievances to get off the chest right now. And it has nothing to do with MPJ. And it has everything to do with Jonas Valančiūnas. I don't know about you, but me, I am so fed up right now with Jonas Valančiūnas. Like, if he wants to go... let me stop myself real quick. For all of you who don't know, so the Nuggets made a trade for Jonas Valančiūnas for a backup center with the Sacramento Kings. We traded Dario Saric for Jonas Valančiūnas, which was an insane trade. Like, that alone should be praised and taught around the globe of best trades or craziest trades in the NBA. Like, that was for a one-for-one trade. Dario Saric for Jonas Valančiūnas. That is just crazy. But since then, Jonas Valančiūnas has let known that he doesn't want to play in Denver. He wants to go to Greece and play in the EuroLeague. Or play for Greece or whatever. Like, one, it is a little bit frustrating that the Nuggets didn't do this kind of deeper dive into him before they even made the trade. I'm sure that maybe they did and nothing popped up, and they were pretty confident that he was going to become a Nugget. And so the deal was made, and then all of a sudden this pops up of like, oh, well, actually, no, maybe I won't. And it looks very bad, not just for the Nuggets, but for the league itself. It sets a really bad precedent for players to dictate more of their position rather than, honoring their contracts. So that for one. But the other thing is, he already has said that today he gave a very vague statement of whether or not he was going to be with the Nuggets or not. And it just kind of more, for me, rings louder that he doesn't want to be on the Nuggets. And if you have a player who doesn't want to be on your team, why have him on the team? It just sets up so much. Like, I know he's a professional, but he's still human, And humans, when they don't want something, will do stuff to sabotage it so that they don't have to have it. Like the saying goes, if you don't want something, don't be good at it. And that's kind of what he could potentially end up doing, sabotaging the Nuggets in regular season because he doesn't want the gig. And maybe it's a lot of strong feelings for moving from a starting position to a backup position. Maybe it's some deeper thing because he might have some kind of grievance against Jokic. I mean, they have the same American agent, so I don't know what kind of beef they might have between each other. Yoke, other than Markieff Morris, has nothing, has no issues with anyone else really. So I don't see how that could be a thing. But again, if he just doesn't want to be on the team, why leave him on the team? It doesn't make sense. And at this point, they have now wasted time trying to get another backup center because they've gone so much into trying to make sure that Jonas is a Nugget. And me personally, I would just leave him behind. If he wants to go play in Greece, fine, you go play in Greece. We're going to do everything we can to get Al Horford. Now, Al Horford has been approached by the Warriors. It is not confirmed that he's going to be a Warrior. I know that he is looking heavily at what they want, or they're offering him, and he's also looking heavily at what the Nuggets are offering him. And he's actually waiting to hear back whether or not the Nuggets are going to move forward with Jonas or with him. So, and then he's also contemplating retirement, which honestly, I would rather him be retired than go with the Warriors. As much as I do respect the Warriors, but don't go to them. Either come to us or retire. That's how I feel about Al Horford. But I do think that he would be a great addition to the Nuggets. He would be a great backup center for Jokic, but then also he is very versatile that he can also be on the floor with Jokic. He can be the power forward if we want him to, So I think there's a lot more with Al Horford than with Giannis. I mean, Al Horford actually has a championship. Giannis has nothing. So there is that. But I just, it really frustrates, I think, a lot of us Nuggets fans especially, that this whole thing is now coming up. Like, we were so happy we got this close to getting an amazing backup center, and then he doesn't want to play. And so it's kind of now like tainted almost that, like, if he doesn't want to play, fine, you don't want to play, don't be here. Go be in Greece and let's get the best backup center that we can that's left. I don't know the full, I guess there was some part of that. The money that he'll be earning in Greece is tax-free, as opposed to the money he'd be earning in Denver would leave him like a couple million short of what he would be getting if he were to go to Greece. So it's a huge thing about money, and then also might be about family, being closer to the family. But regardless of, he has a contract. Plus, this would be the first time he would be actually in a championship contending team. Why would you not want to be a part of that? Why would you not want to play with the best player in the world? That to me just doesn't make sense by itself. Like, come on, Giannis. You have one of the best players to have ever stepped on the floor. You have a chance to be his backup, and you have a chance to win a championship. You can, after 1 year, go to Greece and do whatever you want after that, and actually go as an NBA champion. Like, I don't know why anyone else would come to the NBA if they didn't want to win a championship, That's just really irritating to see that with Jonas, and I'm really disappointed in how that's all gone down. It could also be that a miscommunication with the agents and him and everything, but the fact that he's left a statement already that's pretty vague, to me, says that it wasn't just the agents, it was also him. And so it also, sets him up as kind of a villain in Denver, to be honest. Like, if he doesn't go with us and he wasted all this time and we don't get the backup center that we wanted or that we needed, whether it's him or Horford at all, then he is going to be a villain in Denver. And then if he does, and then he doesn't play well, he's going to be a villain in Denver. So the only way that he doesn't become a villain is if he comes to Denver, plays well, or he stays in Greece and we get Al Horford, and we can forget about Valančiūnas, like one or the other. But it's very unfortunate that it came down to this. Other trades, though, that the Nuggets made, if you haven't been aware of, that they also traded for or they signed Tim Hardaway Jr., which is going to be a fantastic addition to the bench. We have definitely needed more depth in the bench, and I think that is a very big point, our addition to the bench to be able to make it better. I mean, then you have De'Ron Holmes. A lot of Nuggets fans are forgetting De'Ron Holmes, and the guy was balling before he tore his Achilles last summer league season. But now he's back at it, and he's going to be playing this summer league. So we're pretty excited to see him do that, and I think he's going to be a great addition as well to the Nuggets. He can play a backup center himself or a power forward. He can play the 4 or 5, and he's very comfortable with both. The only thing that Holmes, several people have actually pointed this out, and I do agree with them, that the one thing that would kind of be a hindrance of his is that he's too nice. Is basically it. Can he be aggressive enough? Can he attack? And he's an amazing shot blocker. He makes great shots as well. So not only does he make great shots, but he also blocks shots. And if you have that plus Watson, and then when Zeke is on point, then you have a triple threat there. Then you have Yoke, who blocks shots now and then, and Aaron Gordon. So it could be a much better defensive season, especially if we get that backup center. If we get Al Horford or Jonas Valančiūnas is actually, playing well and doesn't pout the entire season, then we have, I think, one of the best odds to win the championship in 2026. So, but that's pretty much all we have right now for trades. Now, today, like I said, this was the official day that MPJ became a Net. The Nets already have a welcome Porter post, and the Nuggets have a welcome Cam post. Cam was already in the office today, and they posted about that and everything. But I wanted to just take a couple of minutes to kind of go over the top 10, in my opinion, of the best moments for Michael Porter Jr. So and more or less kind of not in the exact same order, but pretty close, I would actually say. So let's just start at number 10, the clutch 3 in Game 5 against the Clippers in the bubble. We have MPJ choking Zach Collins. I mean, ever since that whole debacle, every time I see Zach Collins, I want MPJ there to choke him out. Zach Collins just has a very unlikable face. I hope I'm not one of those guys, but it could happen. Accidentally leaking Adam Silver's phone number on Snapchat, like a total MPJ move there. He is definitely very aloof and just doesn't think before he speaks sometimes or acts. And so that was a very Michael Porter Jr. moment there. And then when he blocked Reeves' shot in Game 1 of the Western Conference Finals in 2023, leading to a fast break from KCP back to MPJ for the big 3. Big vibes there, creating the Mike, Mike stuff, a great time in Nuggets Nation, Nuggets era. The putback dunk from a Bruce Brown miss in the second quarter of Game 1 of the finals. That was amazing. More of that vibes that we got during that era or that year. The 10 for 10 game against the Lakers in the 23-24 season, where he didn't miss a single shot. It was phenomenal. Until he went to, it was like, I think it bled into the next game as well. And then finally he missed one during that one. I think it was against Utah or something like that. But he didn't miss a single shot against the Lakers. That was phenomenal. And then the off the glass to himself for the jam against the Knicks in the 2023-24 season. That was at Denver. That was a great moment. But one of my favorite moments was actually from this past season when he postered Wemby I don't know if you all remember that, but he postered Wemby and it was beautiful. Yeah, this is it right here. That's love it. And then I would say one of the best is not just from one game, but 3 games. It was when he had 3 consecutive games this past season scoring 30 plus points. Phenomenal. Love MPJ. It sucks to see him leave, especially under these conditions. Wish he could have, had a better productive season. I know there was a lot going on with him. A lot of people forget all the issues that he was having with his family. 2 brothers that were in, one went to jail, one was ousted from the NBA. So there was a lot going on with him, and he was definitely distracted, and it definitely showed. And so I do not fault him a lot for the season that he had, but he still had a lot of great moments in the season, and he still gave it his all. He still played close to the full amount of games, almost 82 games that he played. Last season in the 23-24 season, he only missed 1 game. 81 out of 82 games. That is incredible. To be a starter and have the productiveness that he had. People just forget this part because they want to hate, but MPJ, man, he was a trooper. He was a warrior for sure. A nugget, and he'll be very missed in Nuggets Nation. He will always forever be a Nugget, at least to me. I hope that he has a phenomenal season in Brooklyn. I want nothing but success for him. And if he can be the guy that brings the Nets to the Eastern Conference Finals and even to the finals, that would be phenomenal. I know on a team with the Nuggets, he is at best the 3rd best player, sometimes the 4th best player, depending on how AG works. And so in the Nets, he has a chance to be the best player. And I love that for him. And also the coach, was it Jordy or whatever? He used to be a Nugget, and so they're friends. And so it's not just, him shipping off to somewhere that he doesn't know a lot of people. He's going to have a great coach to coach him. So, best of luck to Michael Porter Jr., forever a Nugget. Thank you so much for the time that you put in, the dedication that you put into helping us win our first ever championship. The number 1, it should be retired. Honestly, it should be retired for the Nuggets. Like that entire starting lineup, Michael Porter Jr., Aaron Gordon, Jamal Murray, Jokic, and KCP, those numbers should all go up in the rafters, if you ask me. And I hope that they do one day, I would, and I think that Aaron Gordon should get 2. He should get both 50 and 32 retired into the rafters because he is just Mr. Nugget and deserves that as well. But best of luck to Michael Porter Jr. and welcome Cam Johnson. I am looking forward to seeing what Cam Johnson provides for the Nuggets, how he works with the rest of the starting lineup, how he works with the bench. I hope he gives a lot more productiveness and we get some more stronger defense that we strongly needed, and it'll be exciting to watch. Other news that we did have before I close out here was that Jokic has passed on signing the extension for now. He's waiting until next season, which kind of saw this coming. It's pretty much seeing, for one, how well the Nuggets are going to do this season, if they are going to be actual contenders or if they're going to, struggle again. But also, if he signs next year as opposed to this year, he will get more money. He has a chance to renegotiate the price and it will get more money. So my one concern of that is that does tend to lead to possible leaving to another organization when the one organization can't pay enough anymore and they then have to let the person go. Case in point, KCP. The exact same thing happened with KCP. So I hope that Jokic stays a Nugget. And I hope that the Kroenkes do everything they can to keep him a Nugget. I know some people are calling for Jokic to leave the Nuggets, but you got to remember the Nuggets and Jokic have a strong relationship. They drafted Jokic. They he became the amazing player that we all have seen him be while being a Nugget. So it's a give and take kind of situation. Like, the Nuggets helped him, he helped the Nuggets, and we're all where we are right now because of that. So hopefully that all gets sorted out next season and it's in the favor of the Nuggets, and we'll see then. But looking forward to the summer league now, and might be checking out a game or so. And we have we have 4 games, right? So for the Nuggets, we have the Nuggets versus the Bucks is the first game. Second game is Nuggets versus Timberwolves. Third game is Nuggets versus Toronto Raptors. And then the last game is Nuggets versus Clippers. So great opportunity to see Deron Holmes attack it again. They put back Hunter Tyson into the Summer League, which I think is a good play. I think he needs more time to build and grow, and hopefully that helps him come next season, that he can be less green in the foot and actually, attack and be more consistent. Because Hunter Tyson was phenomenal when he wanted to be this past season. There was times where he gave the best effort out of the entire roster, defensively and stealing, attacking the ball, stealing it, and just also putting up a shot. Even if he missed, you gotta at least try. And it was great to see him try when he was on the court this season. So hopefully, he gets even better. So that's pretty much all I got for this episode. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please give it a like and subscribe, share it with your friends and family. And you've been listening to CS 105.1, where I talk about sports with good vibes. We'll catch you later.